I think the reason why a lot of black men talk about Cynthia G more than any of these other females in black YouTube that talk about black men in negative ways because Cynthia G is probably the most outspoken of them all. Because see, there are a lot of men that were actually subscribed to Cynthia G just like me when she was talking about white supremacy. She even talked about certain things that black men did and certain things that black women did as well. She kept it, balanced. But as of the last, I would say, 2.5, 3 years, she's been doing nothing but constantly talking badly about black men. She finds every single story that she can, just like every other woman that I hear in a negative light when it comes to talking about black men on black YouTube. Well, there's Cynthia G, of course, and you've got Paris Milan, you've got Chrissy, you've got all these chicks. What's the other chick? Tanya TKO and Real Talk with Yanni. These ones that I named, and I remember the ones from back when I was first on YouTube doing my videos, like Brooklyn Blue and Empress somebody. I can't remember her name, but there were a number of black men bashing channels out there just as much as there were black men bashing black women. And the reason why a lot of people always use Cynthia G as an example of this particular narrative is because she is one of the most outspoken ones. She is always finding these stories about black men doing negative things. There's never a story about a black man doing something positive. Even though we've had stories about black men that have, defended their family, okay? There was a black man that just defended his wife from a gunman just happened recently as of this recording. But they won't talk about that because just like with the swirlers, they're going to paint black men in a bad light. That's what they want. They want everybody to believe that black men are fucked up, black men don't do a goddamn thing, black men are weak, but black men are not weak. There are some weak black men out here, but not all black men, I should say. Correct myself. All black men are not weak. There are some that are weak in here, of course. The ones that go after white women, the ones that, want to be their best buddies with white supremacy, okay? But there are black women that do this shit as well. You are not excused. You are not exempt from that criticism. Just like you don't want to, you want to criticize black men. Black men have a right to criticize you as well. Okay, I've been criticized. I haven't gotten mad about it. But the thing that I started to notice when I was on Cynthia G's page before she was, starting to change, she was getting ready. I guess she was in the works of changing. I disagree with her on one thing. Not only did she call me stupid, but she deleted my comment, and it wasn't even a bad comment. I said there are some things I agree with her about, but there's on this one thing I didn't agree on this particular part, and she just deleted my comment. And then I started to notice that video after video, she just started talking badly about black men. I see this happening a lot, with as I just mentioned those names, Paris Milan. And these others, they're doing the same thing. They're talking every single video. They're talking about Kevin Samuels. So I don't give a shit about Kevin Samuels, to tell you the truth. I don't watch him, but I know who he is. But they're talking about Kevin Samuels. They're talking about all these black men this and black men that. They'll find any story they can to talk badly about black men. But there's never anything talking badly about black women. There's never any talk of white supremacy anymore. Now it's like they're going hand in hand and wanting to be partners with white supremacy because black men are a so-called lost cause. And the swirlers love this now because the swirlers used to be against Cynthia G because she rocked with black men. And I remember she would tell people that she loves black men. She's just criticizing the ones that she's criticizing. But she openly said on one of her streams, because I watch other people's channels and see videos that they've done, that she doesn't even support black men anymore. You got guys like Taz, who is married to another YouTuber that I know about named Nyla, who will bark on guys that are talking badly about Cynthia G. This guy likes to get on and talk badly about, other black men who he feels are not men, okay? But I've seen some of Taz's content. He does, he talks about history and stuff like that, calls himself the GOAT. I wouldn't go that far, but, these beefs that people have on YouTube are so fucking retarded because you're not in front of the person when you want to really hash it out with them. You're just going to go back and forth like little kids talking shit about people. But as far as I'm concerned, This, like I said, this is the reason why they use Cynthia G so much, and I don't have any love for Cynthia G. I used to think she was great. I used to like her content, but when she starts continuously doing, these videos, black men ain't shit. This is why black women are doing. Everything is a black man's fault. No, I didn't like, and I was one of the ones who defended black women, and still do to a point. And my black women subscribers will tell you. I was one of those guys that did videos about how much I love black women. You want to call me a simp back then? That's fine. I understand. But I defended black women. I wasn't the one that blamed them for every fucking thing that went wrong in the black community. And I still don't blame them for everything that goes wrong in the black community now. We all share some responsibility. We all have to be accountable. But there are a lot of these women like this that are going around just blaming black men for every fucking thing. Just like there are black men that are literally blaming everything on black women. And it's fucking sad. And they're actually sitting on their ass, making money off of this shit and continuing to tell this false narrative. And the sad part, the real sad part about the whole thing, besides them even being black and talking badly about their own people, is that there are black people in this community who are subscribed to these people on this large platform that they have. And they're listening and believing everything that these liars are saying out of their mouths, and it's sad. The one thing I will not do when I come on here is I will not lie. I know that sounds like a lie. People say, oh, you're lying right now. No. Whenever I was wrong about something, I corrected myself. I deleted the video and put the right, put the correction into another video, because I don't want to put out false, any kind of false narratives or false information out there for people that watch my channel. Now, of course, my channel is small compared to the first channel that had the YouTube shut down because it was getting too big for its own bridges, because people were listening to what I had to say. And now my channel is a shadow of the past, but there are still some people that come here. But I don't like people like Cynthia G, and I don't like people like Tommy Sotomayor or anybody else in the black community that wants to spread this false narrative about black women and black men and cause a divide and a rift between them. It's just stupid. It's fucking bullshit. And the fact they're getting paid for it, you can tell they're agents because YouTube is not doing anything about them. These women can literally cry about a black man talking shit about them when the black man is criticizing them. But when they criticize black men in every goddamn video they have, 99.9% of videos they have right now that they keep on producing on their channels, on their platforms, okay, it's not, they say it's criticism, and it's fine. But when we criticize a black woman for talking the same shit about us in a negative way, all of a sudden it's bullying. Bullshit, okay? Bullshit. This woman likes to clown black men. Black men like to clown certain black women on here that they feel are, pathetic. And there are a lot of pathetic black women on here just as much as there are a lot of pathetic black men on here. See, the thing with me is, if you are telling women to level up, you're telling women to divest, okay? Tanya TKO does that. Some of these other females are saying that. But you don't have the results of your own divestment and a success story. You need to shut the fuck up. Seriously, because you don't have a success story. So how are you, who are unsuccessful in this particular thing you're talking about, telling other people they could be successful at it when you don't have a success story to share of your own? Makes absolutely no sense. But I don't like anybody, and I've told you guys before, I don't like anybody that likes to divide the black community. If it's a black person that's dividing the black community, shame on you. If it's anybody in the black community that's talking badly about each other, that's one thing if you want to criticize them. But if you're trying to divide black men and divide black women from each other, you're nothing but a piece of fucking shit. You're a lowlife, and I have no fucking respect for you. So I don't have any respect for Cynthia G's platform. I don't got no respect for anybody that rocks with Cynthia G. And I don't give a fuck if anyone says, oh, I don't like you, you're a piece of shit, your channel's small, so who the fuck you think you are? You can kiss my ass, because I've always kept it real on here. That's why YouTube deleted my first channel, and I have this small ass channel now that barely gets any views because I'm shadow banned, okay? Because they don't like me, a black man, confessing love to black women, okay? Confessing the love that I have for black women, confessing the love that I have for my black brothers, confessing the love that I have for my black people, black children, black everything. They don't like that on this platform. You're a black man especially, you're not gonna fucking succeed on here. And I'm still trying to persevere through all this shit after losing a huge fucking channel that everybody knew about, okay? And got big names on here that knew me, all right? But it's not even about that right now. I still put up my content, but people that do this shit, that want to negatively talk about black men, that want to negatively talk about black women every single fucking day, I can't support you. I can't. If you're criticizing black women's ways, if you're criticizing black men's ways to be better, okay, I can get with you on that. But if you're constantly making content every goddamn day, and that's what she does and so many others do following her, talking badly about black men and shit and this and that, but you say you still love black men, I can't believe you. That's bullshit. White supremacy looks at that and says, "Oh, you're an ally because you damn sure look like an ally when you're doing something like that."